Welcome to your third lesson at Ridester. In this lesson, we will provide a brief synopsis of all the major ride-sharing companies in America. Throughout the world, there are several large ride-sharing companies. Most people have heard of Uber and Lyft. However, SideCar was the original ride-sharing service. Some of the smaller companies you may have never heard of include Fasten, GetMe, InstaRyde, and zTrip. In Europe, the largest long-distance rideshare company is BlablaCar. These companies may differ slightly on how they operate, but the base platform is the same because it works so well. Uber. Uber is by far the most visible of all the ride-sharing companies. It currently operates in 72 countries. It's an app-based ride-sharing company. This means that everything from booking a ride to paying for the ride is done in the app. One feature of Uber is surge pricing. This is special pricing that is applied during high demand or peak periods. Surge pricing can be as much as 7 times the normal fare. However, the passenger is notified of the current fare when they book the ride. Uber has many different ride options available depending on the passenger's needs. Not all of the ride options are available in every location. Ride options include accessible vehicles, luxury cars, cars that can accommodate more than 4 passengers, and other specialty vehicles. Lyft. Lyft is very similar to Uber, except that it's only available in the United States. It's also an app-based ride-sharing company that uses surge pricing. However, Lyft maxes out its surge pricing at 3 times the normal fare. They also offer ride options such as linking riders together to share fares, luxury vehicles, cars that can accommodate more than 4 passengers, and SUVs. Juno. Juno is a US-based startup company that facilitates rideshare services in New York City. The company has currently not expanded their reach out of the city and has made public that they do not want to operate through press interviews. A great thing to note about Juno is the fact that they only take 10% of the driver's wages, opposed to Uber 20% to 25%. In fact, Juno has an equity structure that aims to provide the drivers of its companies 50% of the founder's company equity by 2025. InstaRyde. InstaRyde is another app-based rideshare company that operates in Canada and the United States. Although they are very similar to Uber and Lyft, they do not use any form of surge pricing. MyTaxi. MyTaxi is a taxi booking app-based company. They operate in Austria, Switzerland, Germany, Spain, Poland, and the United States. They do not charge a fee for taxi booking, and the riders prepay for the taxi through the app. They do not offer any special ride options. Kerb. Another notable service is Kerb. Kerb actually uses the local taxi service as a platform, but allows you to pay entirely through the app. This makes the whole process of hailing a cab and paying the fare incredibly easy. Now, the interesting thing about Kerb is that the riders can schedule future pickups at specific locations for a small fee. The big pitfall with Kerb is that cab drivers can cancel a ride for an app user and pick up a hailed fare instead. You can see how this would cause a lot of inconveniences for Kerb users. Though we know that Uber and Lyft operate in hundreds of cities across numerous countries, some smaller companies have popped up here and there. Whether you view them as competition or work alongside them, it's important that you know who else is a player in the ride-sharing industry. This concludes Lesson 3, Uber, Lyft, Juno, and more. Please refer to the lesson guide for a full recap. For more information, continue to Lesson 4, the future of ride-sharing.